Brad, the infrastructure bill should pass this week.
Yeah.
And it is my belief that we need to be in certain stocks based on the infrastructure bill. And we've talked about, sectors to be in.
Yep.
And I think that we've got an opportunity to see a little bit of a pullback because of the delay in the bill passing. I made almost 25% off a ChargePoint in the lead up, in the hype from the infrastructure bill. I got out of it, took my profits, it pulled back. And I was looking at ChargePoint and I found another EV stock that I hadn't heard of that I put on the daily watch list today, and I am going to get into it. That stock is Nuvve, ticker symbol NVVE. If you guys don't know what it is, it's a small cap stock. It's a V to G, which I'll get into that in a second on what exactly that means. It's vehicle to grid. I'll explain what that is. But I want to be in this stock before this infrastructure bill passes because I think it's going to bode well for it. We've talked about EVs, and if you don't really want to try to pick the winner of the EV arms race as far as automotive, maybe you think Tesla's a little too hot. I think looking towards a charging company is the move. Now, you got ChargePoint, who's a leader. You've got Blink, who's quickly gaining market share. And now you have this company, Nuvve, that I didn't know about. Now, I know there's others, guys, but I wanted to bring this. We'll call it a small cap. By definition, it's a micro cap, but it's been fluctuating. So what you need to know about Nuvve, it was a SPAC, reverse merged back in November of 2020, so it's a younger company, sitting at below $12. You think about that $10 price level. One thing to consider going into all of it is a SPAC, and I'm just wondering, is that going to hurt it? We've seen just the SPAC label hurt some companies.
Yeah.
But first off, why I like it better than the competitors at this moment. When you look at ChargePoint, I love ChargePoint, but they have 73% market share of EV charging.
That's crazy.
So the likelihood of it going up isn't as high as the market share going up isn't as high to me as the likelihood of it going down and competition increasing and market share increasing.
Right.
So I still am bullish on it, but I think there's going to be some headwinds for a company like ChargePoint. Blink, I think there's opportunity to grow market share. My only issue with Blink is its market cap is already really large. So I'm looking at a company with higher upside, more speculative, and that's going to be Nuvve. Vehicle to grid. One of the reasons why I like it is this idea of, so V to G. So Blink and ChargePoint are V1G. A car goes and it gets charged.
Yeah.
V2G is not only can the car derive energy from the charger, but the car can give energy that puts it back to the grid. And so owners of the vehicle can make money while their car is idle. Awesome model, incentivizes them.
Yeah.
Now, it probably won't work out for the average Joe because you're not gonna want your car to just, you're gonna use your car every day, so you're not gonna wanna drain its battery and give energy back. But who it is focused on is larger companies, governments, fleet services, fleet EVs. So the government, I think, is huge. They've already started partnering with public school buses. So I think there's good opportunities here, but I love the model as a company's like, hey, we gotta go EV anyways. Yeah. We can make some money and sort of subsidize our costs. The market cap currently sits at 216 million. Sales for 2021, they're projecting 32 million in sales. 2022, they're nearly tripling projections at 93 million. And the entire market, the V to G market that is estimated to be at 17 billion by 2027. I love it because they actually have patents for their V to G model, and that will make it increase the barrier to entries for any competition. So for that reason, I'm going to enter into a position, not a big position, but I'm going to get into it. It was down today, so a little bit of an opportunity. I like getting things on red days, red zone opportunity. I think this is huge upside. What do you see on the technicals?
I think this is a really good opportunity as well. I mean, if you look at how well it's held up the 50-day moving average, now in the past it hasn't really cared about it too much, but we've started to see some increased volume on this, especially since their last earnings. So I think that looking at the 50-day here, it looks pretty solid. I would love to see it get it back above the 200-day at the $13.40 mark. But man, right here around 1160, 1170, looks like a pretty good spot to at least grab a starter if nothing else.